I'm Pastor Ray Smith, the pastor of the House of Prayer Ministries. I'm here with one of my members, Blake Anderson. And as a preacher, as a teacher, the scriptures that we stand on, it's so important that we not only stand on it, but those scriptures actually work in our lives. Yeah. And Blake has been he has really captured something as far as how to be successful. And it's just been so amazing to me to see his growth, his success, how he's blessed his family and others around him. So can you share with us a little bit of how you have used the scriptures to be successful?
Yeah. It started when my life wasn't a success. I think like most people, when it's not working, you start to look for other answers. And so in a time of prayer, when my life wasn't going good, when it did not look good on paper, and I had a hard time understanding it, I was seeking God for direction, for instruction, for wisdom, for a new way, for a better way. And we know our God to be a faithful God who hears our prayers. And he was faithful to me. And over a season of time, began to teach me some principles to increase and through his word. And then also showing me how to apply them in my life, how to apply them in my business. And they worked.
Mm-hmm. That's excellent. So you said God taught you and they worked. So that's one of the things in Christendom about hearing God and understanding he is talking to us. So share with us that process of you knowing that it was God talking to you.
Yeah. I think the best thing to always keep in mind is if it's God, it will work. Mm-hmm. And so we get revelation, we get ideas, we get impressions in our heart, we have dreams, visions, maybe books or people show up just at the right time. We don't always know what the source of that is. But I try to receive everything with an open hand. And I believe that, God, if it's you, it's going to work. Mm-hmm. And so as I got these things, and I started to apply them, they work. So God was proving himself by the results.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's as he was proving himself by the results. Mm-hmm. Now, these results that you were getting, did they work right away?
Yes and no. Okay. So I guess it depends on where you are and how resistant you are to learning those things. Mm-hmm. I believe there's so much that God wants to give us, but we're oftentimes resisting the good things we're even asking for. Mm-hmm. A lot of our journey is retraining our footsteps, is relearning some of the things that are maybe standing in the way of us living out the plan that he has for us. Mm-hmm. So when I began to apply them, they worked in what little ways I could. Mm-hmm. The more I could apply them, the greater the results got. So as I applied them in a job, I got the best results the job could give me. As I applied them in my business, I got the results that the business could give me. As I applied them in the marriage, I got the results that my marriage could give me. So, the principles of increase work no matter where you plant them, where you apply them. The results oftentimes have to do with where you plant them and what's possible for them in that environment.
Well, it's very interesting. Those success principles work in all these different areas. Can you give an example of how what God gave you and how it worked?
Yeah. Well, so the first principle that he gave me, started this off, was the first key to prosper, and it was thanks. It's about being grateful. And at the time, I had a life that I didn't like. I wasn't happy with my results. And the reality was I wasn't really grateful for even the little I had. I was frustrated and I wanted so much more. And it's really hard sometimes to be grateful for a little when you're wanting so much more. But I was really convicted that I needed to be grateful even right then. And it immediately started transforming all relationships. But it didn't just do that. It changed the way I saw the world. I began to see the world as this wonderland of God's goodness all around me if I just had eyes to see it. So it started so simple, but even that small principle of being grateful blooms into something very large when you apply it to a business, when you love your customer more, when you lead your team with grace and compassion, and the people that you work with now can be more productive because of how you love them, how you take care of them, all because you are so grateful for their presence in your life.
Yes, I want you to talk about it a little bit more because you've actually given me some advice and it worked. I said, wow, it worked. So can you share a little bit how what you have learned has helped other people?
Yeah. That's the real joy about learning, about growing, is being able to give back. I think what we want in life more than anything else is to be able to love someone with the good things that we've learned, that they might see the results that we have, especially those folks we see in places that we used to be. And so as I've taught these principles to my team, I've taught them to other people in my life. That's been so rewarding to see their lives begin to prosper. So I have a gentleman that works for me, and he was a part of a Bible study that I led where I was teaching these principles a few years ago in a small, intimate group. And as a part of us digging in these scriptures together, learning these principles increase, he got promotion after better job, and now here just a couple of years later, he's making more than double the salary he made a couple years. I'm not talking 20%, I'm talking double and then some of what he made before, because I'm watching him apply these principles of increase that we learned from the Bible and what God was teaching us.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So you're going to be having some classes, and I want you to share with our viewers what you hope that they will gain by the things you're going to be sharing with them.
Yeah, I hope you'll get the results that you have always wanted. So the class is called Increase, and the class is where we learn how to apply spiritual principles to get the natural results that the Bible promises. So my belief and my hope for you is that you will get those natural results that you have always believed for, that the Bible clearly promises, but maybe you're not receiving now. Yeah.
Okay. So how are they going to see? I mean, how can they see you? How can they get involved in these classes?
Yeah, great question. So we're going to have a class every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. There's two ways you can view it. It will be on YouTube Live. You can view it on YouTube, either live or recorded stream. There'll also be a Zoom link if you want to participate in the class. So those that want to be involved live, the Zoom link will be on Facebook. You can click on that Zoom link and participate 7 p.m. on Wednesdays.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you for viewing us, and sign up for these classes. God bless you.